Hey, it's Jack from jack8lee.com. I wanted to make a quick video to solve a problem that I hear from a lot of my agents and a lot of other people, and that's I have so many email addresses, and if I don't have IMAP on them, then they don't automatically update. And I think one of the biggest things that I've used in my business is Gmail, not only for my Gmail account, but to actually use the Gmail service is basically a client to collect and to send emails from the Gmail software, both on your desktop and on your mobile device. And the way they have this set up is so that you can actually send and receive email so that the end recipient doesn't know you're actually sending it through the Gmail client. So let's start and talk about that by getting over to Gmail and clicking the gear to the upper right hand corner and then hit settings. Hit settings, let that load up. A little bit slow right now, letting it load up, taking an extra second. Sorry about that. Okay, so once you get to settings, click Accounts and Import tab to the top. And as you can see here, I have it set up as send mail as jack8leecom@gmail, which is kind of my default, or my Gmail account, I should say. We also have on here jack@canalrealestateschool.com, jack@jack8lee.com, and jack@onlinerealestateacademy.com. So what we're going to do in this particular case for this video is add a fourth email to this. And so the number one thing we're going to do here is add another email address right here, this blue link. I'm going to set up jack@gatelymedia. Once that gets set up, you're going to get a little dialog box like this, and you're just going to type in the name of your email account and also the email address. You're going to treat as an alias, so let's keep that selected and then hit next step. Okay, so now you're getting into your settings. You want to put in your SMTP server. That is for your sending server, and your password. You always want to check secure connection using SSL, and I use GoDaddy, so that's going to be port 465. So I'll let you type in that stuff for yourself there, and I'm going to do it here too. Alright, so I typed in my server name and my password, which you'll need to get from your account administrator, or maybe you have direct access for yourself. I clicked verify account, and now I am awaiting my verification code, which I can get by checking my email at jack@gatelymedia.com. So I'm going to go over and do that. So they sent me an email to Gmail sent me an email to jack@gatelymedia, and there's a secret code that I'm going to enter into this space here, and then I'm going to click verify. And voila, now I can send email as Gately Media. Let's compose one and show you exactly how that looks like. So as you can see over here, we have a new message, and Gately Media is now an option, and I can send from Gately Media. I would also strongly recommend that you set up a separate signature. We can actually mention that at the very end of this video. But first, it's not only good enough to send, you got to receive, right? So let's select the next option, which is check mail from other accounts. So on the same Accounts and Import tab, hit Add a Mail Account under Check Mail from Other Accounts. Add a mail account. Add a mail account. We'll let it load up. Okay, great. So it just asked for my email address. Type that in, hit next. All right, so now add a mail account. It's going to be asking me about Gmailify. I don't even know what that is. And I'm also not available for my provider. And more importantly, my provider, I'm talking about a POP account from GoDaddy. So it's already selected POP account from GoDaddy. Click next. Okay, so now it's going to ask for my settings, put in my email address, my password. In a second, I'm going to put in my POP server, going to fill that in. I'm going to set the port to 110, and I would say leave a copy of retrieved message on the server. You could do that, but that means your server on your email account like a GoDaddy is just going to load up with a bunch of emails that you've already read for your Gmail, I think you could probably skip that since you're pretty much moving your entire account over to here. But if you wanted it as a backup, I guess that wouldn't hurt either, in case Gmail became unavailable to you, which is kind of inconceivable, but possible, I guess. Always use a secure connection. I think you can leave that unchecked. Label incoming messages. That's very helpful. I would go down and create a new label, which we did here. We called it Gately Media, and that way Gmail will automatically sort your emails by email account. So I have 4 business emails running off of this, and I want them sorted in a certain way. So I click Add Account. And give it a minute or two to fetch the emails off the server. And as you can see here, it just fetched 2 minutes ago, 200 emails fetched. And all of those going to show up in my Gmail account. So there is a period of transition for sure. Also, since we're not going to be leaving any new emails on the server, they'll all be here in my Gmail, which will allow me not to have to be confused or be double deleting from different accounts, especially if you don't have IMAP. If you click over to the General tab in Settings, you can scroll down to the Signature option. Here it is here. Oh, scrolled about. There we go. And you can select Gately Media, for instance, and type in a specific signature for this account. And as you can see, I have one for all the other accounts here in my account too. So I can send with a different signature depending upon which email address I'm going to be using. And now, as you can see, they're all here. And as I send, I can just choose from which account I want to send. And I usually have a default, which is actually services both of them. In fact, Jack Gately and the Real Estate School all combined in one. But all of them are here because certainly I have some legacy emails out there. I get leads from older emails, and I want to make sure I continue to get that and not cut off the funnel from anywhere else. If somebody has a card from a long time ago, or someone has some old email, want to make sure I continue to get those always, and also want to be able to customize as I send with a particular signature. The only downside to this is that occasionally I find that the email fetching is a little bit slow rather than the every 5 minutes or so, and there's probably a setting for that. I might actually look for that. But you can't always hit refresh if you're eagerly expecting an email. So for jackgately.com, I'm Jack Gately. You could always email me at jack@jackgately.com. Thanks, and have a great day.